They miss. Anyway, Siakam, other way in trade. Oh! Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God! Siakam just posted KD. What the? Mills at the line. Hits the first. We have 3.3 seconds and no timeout. Misses. Barnes at the half court. Gets it up. Ah! We just watched the Toronto Raptors lose it late in overtime against the Brooklyn Nets after some very correctable mistakes. We're going to break everything down from the game in today's post-game show. Welcome everybody to Amateur Hour Clips for today's post-game show. We do a post-game show for every single game, so if that interests you, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And if you enjoy this, make sure you give a like on the video. Let's get to 50 likes on this post-game show. But let's break down what we saw from the game. I am frustrated. I'm frustrated. The Raptors do everything right, but come away losing by 2 points in a game that was so extremely winnable. Big mistakes let us down near the end of the game. And these are inexplicable mistakes that we have made and we continue to make. And I'm extremely frustrated. These are the games. Good teams win this game. The Brooklyn Nets had so many players missing, James Harden included. Good teams find a way to close out a game like this. You're up 120 to 117 with 50 seconds left. You use up the clock, right? Wrong. Fred takes a deep three early in the shot clock. Ball goes the other way. Brooklyn playing offense. Patty Mills catches a pass. He's holding the ball at about his waist height without threatening a shot. Boucher jumps so high and so far, I think he landed off the court to try to block the three. Patty Mills steps to the side, watches Chris Boucher pass him, looks at the net, thinks about it, shoots a wide open three, and hits it because Patty Mills is a ridiculously good shooter. Last play of the game. The Raptors have 12 seconds. Go make something happen. It's the Thunder last week. We ran a play out of a timeout, which was a Fred ISO in mid-range where he got, I think he airballed the shot. No, wait, it hit the rim. Pretty bad shot, bad look. And today, 12 seconds with 2 timeouts. I'm thinking, okay, great. Call timeout, run a play. You've got Siakam, Barnes, Gary Trent. I would say give the ball to Gary Trent here. No, we run an ISO. Fred takes 12 full seconds to run an ISO just to airball a mid-range shooting opportunity with 2 timeouts. If you want to run the play for Fred, fine. Run a play for Fred. Run a play. Fred is not your ISO guy in the clutch. I'm sorry. If you need 2 points, that is not your guy in the clutch. It shouldn't be when you've got so much talent. Your guy in the clutch should be whatever the best matchup available is. And that is what has made the Raptors so successful. What made them successful a couple years ago. And in that, big We the North era stretch, the decision making in the clutch was so good. These are the sort of games that you win. You win these games way more often than not. And the Raptors currently lose these games way more often than not. And that is part of the problem. Then we get to overtime where we start out well, some big shots from KD happens, but down the stretch we have opportunities and Fred yanks another deep three. And even with all the mistakes, you get deep in OT, you're down by 2 and you play a great defensive set. And rebounding bit us all game, and it did on the last play. Duke gets the rebound. One of the smallest guys on the court gets the offensive board, hits both free throws. We somehow still manage to stay in the game because Fred VanVleet hits a 3 out of a timeout play that was designed for him to get an open look. If you want Fred to take the last shot, cool. Clutch player has shown it before. Run a damn play for him. Don't just give him the ball and say, okay, go ahead, Fred. Go get us a bucket. It hasn't worked. It doesn't work. And if you are going to do, if you are not going to call timeout, you got to just look for the best matchup. You got to look for the best matchup. I'm sorry. It just cannot be just a mid-range. And Fred had a great game. Fred had 31 points and 10 for 23 shooting. But when it comes to the last plays, we have to get ourselves better looks. We have to get a good look. Comes Scotty Barnes at the end, that half-court shot barely misses on the bank. These are games that, like, it's right there. We did such a good job in the second half of getting ourselves in this game. But these are the games. It's right there. Brooklyn are missing players, and credit to Brooklyn for hitting some shots in the stretch. But these are the games that are going to sting the course of a season. But when you're 13-14, that is a game you got to go get yourself to win. A tough, gutty win. That is the game that you got to go get. And it's an absolute shame that we did not get it. Let's look at our stats here. So it was a rough shooting performance in the first half of the Raptors. But they come back in the second half, 46% from the field and 35 from three. Brooklyn shoot just about the same. The real differences are going to come in the rebounding, 60-41, and turnovers where we make a bit of ground, 18-12 there. And another problem with the Raptors. Look at this. Look at the starting lineup. We had 4 starters with 23 points, and we lost because the bench combines for 16. 16. This random second round pick that you've never heard of, Kessler, had 17 off the bench by himself. They only had 3 bench guys playing. This loss, I mean, it's a team loss. This loss, it's not anybody. I criticize Fred. It's more the team for drawing up plays like that. Look, Fred had a phenomenal game. When it comes to the last shot, if you want Fred to take it, sure. But it can't be an ISO. It can't be an ISO. I'm sorry, it can't be an ISO. If you want an ISO, give it to this guy, the slasher, who shot well, extremely well during the game at 25 points. Or this guy was hitting tough bucket after tough bucket in this game. Or this guy, who is like literally should be your clutch architect. The way he can create his own shot. Like, come on. Decision making lets us down. Katie goes off for a big triple-double. But the mistakes, I mean, even after all of that, the mistakes, deep three. Even if he made it, I would have said it was a bad shot. The Boucher, why are you, you're 6'11" defending Patty Mills? Why are you jumping on a 3? It doesn't make any sense. And then the last play, I mean, it's so annoying, so annoying, so annoying. Super frustrating. You know, performance-wise, I can applaud it. Great performance from the Raptors in the second half. And, you know, I'm the one who always says performance over the win-loss, but, like, when it's right there, this is a learning, I guess it's a learning curve, but moral victories, I can only take so many moral victories. I'm full on moral victories. I want the taste of real victory, you know? And a game like this was really, really one that we should have gotten, and I really wanted to get. And that is a damn shame that we were not able to secure it. And another thing here with the bench, just tease the bench a bit more. Minus 15, minus 12, minus 10, minus 15. After starters, plus 15, plus 15, plus 8, plus 13, minus 7, Scotty Barnes. But Scotty Barnes, granted, gets a lot of minutes with the bench unit. So, blame him too, but god damn, bench gives us fucking nothing. Only so much the starters can do. Played their hearts out. They all had an efficient at least 23 points. Till you can consistently win the games like this, not gonna make the playoffs. Till you can consistently take these ones, not gonna make the playoffs. That is the separation from the Raptors with the upper tier Eastern Conference. Winning these games. I know we played well, but I'm fresh off of those fundamental errors that we made late in this game, and I'm upset. I have the right to be upset. You have the right to be upset about the team making these mistakes. But you know, you shouldn't be pinning this on any one player in particular. If you want a scapegoat, fine, Nick Nurse, but like, team's got to take this one on the chin. Got a lot of rest with the Thursday game against the Bulls suspended, but I mean, bench got to find some consistency, and we got to do better in the clutch. I'm sorry, Dwayne Casey got fired. No more just running ISO in the clutch. You got 4 guys capable of putting up 23 points here. You got 4 capable scorers on the floor in the clutch. You got to find a way to isolate the good matchups. You got to find a way to continue to move the ball. When we did move the ball, shit was working. When we stopped moving the ball, we just started going ISO heavy. Doesn't work. You settle for mid-range shots, not working. So that's how I feel about this. And that's pretty much all I have to say. So thank you so much for watching this post-game show. Already like if you did enjoy, and remember to subscribe for a post-game show for every single Raptors game like this one. And hopefully we have some more positive ones coming on soon. We'll see you again next time for another post-game show.